standing here in the shade of this tree. Actually feels pretty good right now here when the wind blows off the water here. I mean, it's been really hot, but it actually sometimes it doesn't feel too bad when you get the wind blowing, you know, like here. So anyway, just kind of standing here. Kind of look at these birds here. Well, that's as far as I can zoom this, but anyway. Standing out there, they love standing out there, these birds, these pelicans or whatever they are. Don't really know my birds too well, I'll have to say. But I'll just have to say that they look a lot different than the ones I see up in Minnesota. That's something you have to come to the more tropical areas to see, stuff like big birds like that. Well, I mean, we have like eagles and stuff, but I mean, as far as like those type birds. Anyway, yeah, kind of windy out here. Cover the mic a little bit here. You can see the water coming in there, kind of bouncing around. Yeah, one thing about here on the Gulf, okay, it's not in the Gulf, but it's a body of water connected to the Gulf, but whatever, is compared to like the Atlantic, is there's not really a whole lot of a big tide here. That's one thing, like on like the Atlantic, like in Charleston area, there was a whole lot of tides. You could really see there was like, in some places, like a really giant current that goes through there. In fact, there was this one place on Sullivan Island where they actually had like $1,000 fine for swimming there because, I mean, you could just see like it was a really strong current there, all that water coming in and out of the harbor there. I mean, you could really drown quickly there if you didn't know what you were doing. So, and you could also see like at a certain time when all the tide was coming in, that's when all like the sailboats would be coming in and stuff. So, you know, anyway, but that's not where I am. Yeah, those birds, those ones are kind of cool, like those ones like that, because sometimes you'll see them, they'll be flying around and all of a sudden they'll just like dive right into the water head first and then like to get the fish. They're pretty cool. Yeah, so it's probably like 85 or something, you know, which actually for here isn't super bad, but in this shade and stuff and with this wind blowing, it doesn't feel too bad. I mean, very humid, of course. These trees here. There's that Spanish moss. That stuff grows on all these trees in the south. And I think the thing about that Spanish moss, from what I understand, is that it actually gets most of its water actually from the moisture in the air. You know, you can see it's not connected to anything. So I guess it does get some moisture when it rains, but it mostly gets all its water from the air. Yeah. Should have brought a chair down here because it's there's a bench over there, but the bench is right in the sun. So this is the bay. Way out there you can see there's big tall hotels. That's on the actual Gulf. So it's I don't know, about 7-8 miles like by boat out there. We actually did go out there the one time. I didn't take a video of that, but actually I took a video of it when I was here earlier, like back in May when I was here. So maybe I'll put that. I don't know. I've got so much footage that's probably never going to get out there. It's just that, you know, I don't know. Yeah, it's just spliced together and just kind of like narrate over it or something, just like, you know, rather than trying to like do something clever with it, you know. So anyway, weeds growing in the salt there. Never really figured out. I have to read about this, like why certain plants can like actually live in salt water and some can't. So I don't really know the difference there. You know what the deal is there, but anyway. How the water light sparkles on the water here. Seems like, yeah, you always have like, seems like always kind of like on the horizon, you kind of have like those puffy cumulus clouds. It's nice to look at those. You can kind of like see different shapes in them and stuff, you know, like use your imagination. It's kind of, yeah, it seems like there's always like some clouds like on the horizon there, and then anyway. Okay, that's about enough for now. Talk to you later.